You're so disgusting.
You're back with the Reptiles with podcast. Today we're going to talk social media. We got a couple other topics involving USARK and some invasive shit. Chuck's back from Tinley Park.
Got stuck there.
His car broke down. We got him back. You know, it cost us some money, so
I
buy
bought a
merch.
whole new car out there, dude.
You did?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just like that. Social media did that, dude.
Hell yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Social media.
$23,000.
There you
You know, speaking of money, Tinley Park actually
Speaking
raised...
of money?
Yeah, Tinley Park raised $144,000
Who
for
pocketed it?
USARK.
That's crazy.
Checkmate out to USARK.
Hell
Raised
yeah.
donations. Or auction, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, yeah,
Where does that money go?
USARK.
USARK.
Period.
Period. The
Oh,
whole
is it?
thing.
Oh, for the lawyers. For the
Yeah,
lawyers.
The lawyers.
What are their names of the lawyers?
No
What's
idea,
the
dude.
name of the lawyers?
No
Anywho.
idea. You know, I was going to say...
Do
I'm
they
like,
say?
No.
I wonder if they've ever said.
I'm not gonna lie, they probably have to because it is a non-profit, so you could like search their whole like.
Yeah,
financial
I'm
something.
trying to see.
there were a couple influencers
For real, I'm just talking shit.
that had said that. They were like, look, guys, look how much we raised for USARK. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, but like there are still laws in Florida that USARK would have wanted not to happen, and people pay USARK so that those laws don't happen.
Yeah,
So
but
you can't
where
just
money
is this
doesn't money doesn't
Right.
control where the laws go.
But it pays the lawyers, and the lawyers can fight the laws.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the lawyers
Bro, you
were
could
fighting
pay-
the
listen,
laws.
listen,
They just
listen.
didn't win.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. I could have. Give me a stupid. Yeah, I almost said something stupid.
Go.
Cancelled. Give me something. Give me a species of animal. Anything.
Ball pythons.
Ball pythons.
Sure.
That's too easy. Give me like something hard to breed right now.
Something hard to breed.
Rhino
Yeah.
iguanas.
Rhino iguanas. I got 2 rhino iguanas. Okay, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to breed them.
Yeah.
You can give me $100,000 to breed them.
It's not going to make
I
it
can't do
easier.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
That's up to the animal, right?
Yeah.
They
Right.
have to
do
feel
the
each
thing.
other. Yeah, if he has a little weenie, that's on him.
You're right.
You feel me? I can't do nothing for that. So a lawyer, you can give him all the money you want. All he can do is show up.
Yeah. That doesn't mean he's gonna win.
Yeah, and
Right.
It's not like there was a number
Right.
amount that we had to raise
Yeah,
to be like,
US
if we raise 200,
It's like saying,
we won.
but on top of
Right.
that, USARK has $100,000. How many of them other motherfuckers they fighting have raised, dude? They probably got $1 million on top of their ass.
Yeah. of
Them
course.
motherfuckers are fighting. Now for $1 million, the iguanas are breeding. They're fucking breeding. I will jack
yeah.
off the male.
Artificially inseminate. You're making it happen.
I'll get it done.
Well,
Show me
get
the
it
money.
done. Get it done, USARK.
Show me the money
Take
first.
these laws
Yeah.
forward.
So on social media, there was a video that released today, so it's already out. A nerd video with the Donny dude about Jacob Feder.
The
Again,
Donny dude.
The Donny dude.
Yeah.
I'm
What that
not
motherfucker look like? I don't know
bald.
that more-
He's bald.
Yeah, he's fully bald.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
There's pills that
He's always
fix
in a
that.
black hoodie.
Always in a black.
Always.
He's going through it, dog. That's his emo face, dude.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He
that-
looks very angry. I don't know. Like that's the impression that I got.
What does he look like, dude?
He's a bald look, or rather, you know, like
he on
metalhead
Instagram?
people
Does-
that love metal music that are bald. Like that's what he looks
Oh
like.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
I know
him.
a couple of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he have an Instagram?
I don't know,
Yes, he
dude.
does.
It's probably. I
Oh,
think his
yeah.
thing is Donny
Yeah, yeah,
Rapture.
Why is this still the cartoon picture, motherfucker? What you look like? God,
Like the
damn.
cartoon.
I think he spends a lot of time on what's that app? Discord. Discord.
he here?
OnlyFans.
Oh, is that one?
OnlyFans.
That boy right there.
That's him. That's him.
He don't look angry. He look like a fucking.
Well,
he look like a Care Bear on that
Alright.
one.
Yeah, on that
boy,
one.
If he looks angry there, oh, I get it. He's probably telling you, you just look up.
Oh,
His eyebrows just look like they're down.
no, but I mean, you guys know that I'm not a fan of this style of video that
Right.
that he usually does.
Right.
But this one, I was kind of like, damn.
You know what? This is one of the only ones that because I was like, there's already a lot of videos on Feder
Yeah.
by other YouTubers that
Yeah.
have already
Is
said
that him?
stuff. You know.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
He
him.
looks like he's in love. Where's the
No,
angriness?
that's the dog, dude. But yeah,
I still don't see him angry, dude.
I don't know, bro. I fucking.
Yo, look at this. Look at this. Smiling.
Oh, dude, it's a photo. You
It's his
expect him in the photo
Instagram
to be
too.
like
It's
this.
his Instagram.
Smiling.
You gotta see him in person.
Look at fucking. Is that him? Oh, that's the only time. But I get it. This motherfucker's in front. Jeremy's in front. I'll be angry too, dude. Motherfucker grabbed my nipple, dude.
That's nice.
It felt
But yeah,
kind
the
of nice.
video. If you guys have seen it or you guys have seen Feder's video on it, I don't know if you guys are reptile people, but speaking of green iguanas.
They have to be reptile people.
Yeah.
They're listening to the Reptiles with podcast.
You're right. So basically, in Feder's video, he found quotations a green iguana, or his friend found a green iguana with an arrow in its head. You know, his friend brings it to him, and he And he does this whole thing on video, which is bonkers to me. I'm like, damn, this guy has a huge set of balls to do this.
No, he knows what he's doing.
He starts sewing the arrow. I don't even know why he did this. If the arrow is through the iguana's head, you can pull it back. As long as you know that arrow is not barbed backwards, you can pull it back out or pull it all the way through.
That's the only, like, you will get fucked. That thing was going to die regardless.
Yeah, the thing is going to, I mean, something I'll mention in a little bit. He saws that part of the arrow out, and then he pulls the rest of it out. And I'm like,
you should have just pulled it out.
You should have just pulled it all out from the beginning. What the fuck are you doing?
Fucking stupid ass bitch.
And you can tell that
stupid ass
like,
bitch, bro.
When his friend caught it, you can see that he caught it in a way to make sure that the arrow stayed in. You can see that Feder replaced an end of the arrow, like the arrow that was in the part of the arrow that was in his head. You could see that it was obviously replaced because of how he had cut it. Like the way he cut it, and then when he cuts back to when he's pulling it out, it's like, hey, yo, that looks different. That looks like a clean cut. Not what you were just doing right there on your truck bed. Yeah. And on top of it, I was looking at this iguana. I'm like, this iguana has MBD. This iguana has a fucked up jaw, probably a broken jaw, but there's MBD on this iguana.
They explained something about that in the video, though. They said
that the jaw's broken.
That they were saying that the thing had probably been in its head for so long, the bacteria was already like taking over inside and stuff like that.
Maybe. I mean, we can't make those assumptions.
Mouth rot and it was emaciated.
We can't make those assumptions, though. I'll show you right now. We can't make those assumptions. If you saw, let me see.
I am gonna say one thing. The one thing that I was like, that's hilarious, is that apparently when they caught the iguana, the arrow came out, and you could see that the kid put it back in.
Yeah,
like bro, he's like, I gotta do it for the views, dude.
Yeah,
let's stab this guy some more.
It's so bad.
Humane, bro.
Bro, this is an iguana I found out there. And you're gonna see the jaws fucked up.
He's showing us a fucked up iguana. Yeah.
So like, I did find that in the wild.
But one of the things that I was like,
like I wouldn't like. I'm just saying,
and emaciation.
I just wouldn't say, oh, he got it off of captivity just because of that. Because I did find a fucked up one like that. Like, it is possible. Did he? Probably fucking not. But I wouldn't make that. I wouldn't use that as evidence.
I have a conspiracy theory. I think that animal was from captivity. It was already going to die. Like, it was already like, hey, this animal is already at the end of its life.
Next
whatever.
Motherfucker was dead.
And then they put the arrow in its head.
Maybe.
They were saying,
it's an assumption.
He was saying
it
that
is an assumption.
He said out loud, Jacob Feder said out loud in the video, this animal probably had the thing on for like 3-4 months. He's like, why would you say that? What do you mean?
Yeah, what
did
do you
mean?
know? How did you know this?
And apparently the kids, the dude, he's not a fucking kid. He's a dude. The dude that was it was his video.
Landon.
His dad apparently is a vet.
Yep.
But he decides to call Jacob Feder.
That's why I think the vet already had the animal. So someone had this iguana.
Yeah.
Surrendered it to the vet and was like, hey, something's wrong with my iguana. I don't know what to do for it anymore. The vet's like, it's already gone. You might as well, euthanize it, whatever. Feder was like, or Landon was like, let's use it.
This shit.
Let's use it. Let's stab it since it's gonna die anyway. We'll find it. Because if you've watched other videos about Feder,
Jacob Feder, come on the show.
there are other videos.
To me.
There are other videos where they assume that he staged animals.
Yeah.
Like in a knoll with a balloon tied around it, or hamsters and rodents or bunnies in trash cans and dumpsters that he saves. Burmese python in a sewer that he planted. Definitely planted. Donny did a video on it.
Yeah.
And then also there's one other. And I mean, this guy does crazy things on, like, he holds an owl that has like clearly broken legs, and he's like holding it like this, like flapping its wings, like, oh my god. Or there was one where I had a puppy with like a cyst or like an open sore on its head, and he's like poking it and scratching it. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, dude? And his thumbnail is like literally the puppy with like the blood coming out of its face. That's the thumbnail. I'm like, this guy is actually mental. There's something actually wrong with this guy.
He's a pussy from what I hear.
If you had
him, getting an animal
pussy. He's a pussy. Mm-hmm. Piece of shit, pussy, hiding under the closet.
This is the clip.
Ugly ass, pussy ass Feder, dude.
Yep.
Pussy as fuck, bro. Yeah. He looks.
What?
He's
Dahmer's cousin, dude. Oh, that boy is out here killing shit, basically. And I don't know. I don't like his shit.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is most of his audience is children.
Yeah, and he's inbred. He's inbred for sure. He's an inbred fuck that just has a whole bunch of money. His dad and his moms were cousins. His grandparents were brother and sister.
Allegedly.
And Allegedly, dude. I know. I fucking know. Look at him. Look at his eyes. They're not placed correctly.
Jesus.
We've talked about Feder before on here too with the.
As a matter of fact, I know a bitch that fucked him. He has no dick. He's like a Barbie doll, flat.
Bro.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dude.
With the complaint to APHIS, he was one of the YouTubers mentioned about not having proper licensing to display the animals that he's displaying on his YouTube videos. One of them, I think, was otters. He's had otters on his videos before. Indian spotted turtles he's had on before. Not the Indian permit here. But, endangered animals. The owl. I'm like, dude, you can't just tuck an owl out there. I don't care if it's disabled or whatever.
He's a fuckhead. He's disabled. He's fucking disabled, dude.
Something is loose.
Get him a disabled fucking thing in front of his car. If I don't see him like that, I'll beat his ass.
A screw is loose.
So that way he gets
something
it?
is wrong.
So that way he gets the fucking tag, the blue tag with the wheelchair?
Well, yeah, he's gonna get it right now. He gets it after, but he needs that shit ASAP. Because I don't fight disabled people. I'm against it.
Okay.
I only push them around.
I'm against it. I know. It's like that's where I draw the line.
I just push him.
You have no arms. I can't hit you.
Yeah. If you're in a wheelchair, oof. Them brakes better work, boy.
Oh my god.
No, but on the real, we should try to get him on.
We should.
We should try to get him.
I don't know, dude.
Do you think that's too much heat?
No.
Oh, I fuck the heat. I don't give a fuck about the heat.
And we'll get.
I might get pissed.
That's the heat I'm talking about.
We'll get him.
I might get fucking pissed.
Yes.
He'll never do it. He'll never do it. He'll never do it.
I'll never do it.
But if he says some dumb shit,
he'll never do it.
If he admits to any of the fuck shit, I'm gonna have to fight him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make it happen.
I mean,
go ahead.
He did complain to Brian Barczyk about Animal Con. The Dragon Duchess had been vocal about her distaste for him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he complained to Brian saying like,
but that's how you know he's a pussy.
Yeah.
That girl don't like me, and she talking singing about me, and I'm Jacob Feder.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. His
stupid fucking bitch.
His channel is
Yo,
scary.
Eric is dying over there.
Like me. Donny, stop! Why don't you like me?
You know what? I wonder if he'll do a response video. I wonder, or if he'll say something.
He hasn't done a response to any of this shit.
He's gonna make a video.
Everybody bullies me, and nobody like me. Donate to my PayPal account. All right.
Subscribe to my Patreon for exclusive content.
I'm fucking crying. I'm heathering around.
Yeah.
No, my
God. I was gonna say you sound like someone.
You can't stop him today, dude.
I'm Jacob Feder.
Yep.
Stupid ass bitch.
Yeah.
Arrow to the head to an iguana. Arrow to the ass to this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Is he European?
He looks like a colonizer. I don't know, dude.
You're about to say something racist.
This white man with a fucking arrow.
That's our style. The native style.
Motherfucker with an iguana from South America. Go back to your country.
Oh my god. Craziness.
Shit.
I'm Jacob Feder.
Craziness.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that poor guy. He's gonna look at this and start crying.
This guy making fun of me. I don't sound like that.
His impression is too good.
All right, so I am his friend on Facebook. I'm totally gonna send him this, and I'm also gonna clip this and put it on all the Florida Facebook
Tag
groups.
it.
Fine.
Put it everywhere.
All right, we'll fucking do that shit. So yeah, he posted. We're on this shit about social media and the things that you should and shouldn't do with social media. Chuck obviously
doesn't know how to spell social media.
This guy is
PORN.
That's it. Yeah. Actually, I think there's a statistic. I think like 60.
What, dude?
No, I think like a huge percentage, like maybe like 84% of the internet is pornography. And
Oh, yeah, I
dude,
believe
that's
it.
crazy. I haven't seen 16% of the internet.
You don't go through it. I'm on page 155. What are you talking
Got
about?
500 tabs open.
Yo, I know everybody's name in that bitch.
Oh man. But so Chuck, obviously you grew a shit ton from a couple videos and obviously hard work, dedication.
I've also fucked up a couple times, so I feel like that's very important because I just fucked up recently.
What you do?
I'm shadow banned again.
What? How?
Shadow ban is pretty much Instagram stops showing your things to other people because you do some fuck shit that they don't agree with.
Huh.
So it's like you don't actually break the rules, but you get close enough to it where they're like, let's keep a watch on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Got you.
I talk a lot of shit. I mean, I just did right now.
Right.
And I do a lot of that stuff like on stories, and sometimes like I don't mean to. It gets across not exactly how I mean it. Like, did I tell you about the scorpion one?
No, I don't think so.
I posted a scorpion. And it's an emperor scorpion. And like I was handling it, and somebody goes, "Oh my God, that's crazy! You're handling an emperor scorpion. My Asian forest scorpion would not allow me to handle it like that." And I said, "Yeah, Asians are crazy." And Instagram said, "This racist motherfucker." I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So I got
the
flagged
Asian
for that.
forest scorpions.
Yeah, and I said Asian instead. So it got across wrong, and I tried to fight it, but I'm like, I get it.
Yeah. I did it on purpose.
What was the newest one? We don't got to get there?
Leave it at that, dude.
But super racist.
No. It's not super racist. Okay. It's just I went off on something.
On a tangent.
Yeah, and then I didn't mean it that way either. It's just when you put the words together, it just doesn't
look right.
Yeah, if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound right. So same thing. Yeah. I just feel like you gotta be very careful with that. And with the growing part, bro, I've been doing this thing where I've been studying other people's shit and tracking how people fuck up and how people succeed and shit like that. And I just see people keep doing the same shit over and over again, including
Fed finding abused animals.
Hey, bro, on a daily. Motherfucker, yo, boy, were you abused, dude?
No, and
did your uncle touch you? Did your uncle touch you, dog?
And then he says things like, "Oh, I'm gonna rehabilitate it. I'm gonna keep it." You never see these animals again. All the animals he saves, they're never seen. There's no updates.
Yeah.
There's nothing on them. You don't see his setups.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Next day, motherfucker was dead, dude.
His uncle
basically.
touched them when he was little.
Damn,
And he's
my
just letting
God.
that out on the animals. His uncle diddled him. I say it right now in here. Jacob
my
Feeder got touched by his uncle, allegedly.
Allegedly.
He got diddled.
Diddled,
dude. Diddle, like that. And that's why he does this.
So on the topic of fucking up on social media,
Instagram's gonna see this like, does this go against? Can we flag diddle? No, I don't think we can.
I found the word. You got diddled, allegedly.
There you go.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the growing shit, I just keep seeing people doing the same thing over and over and copying each other to the fucking T. And I could watch exactly who people are copying and why it doesn't work for that person and it works for that person. Like, I'm changing my own way of doing things because not that I was fucking up, I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't putting enough effort. Right now, I'm still posting like the same type of thing because all the other stuff I'm holding back so that once I get into that, like, I have enough content to put up.
yeah.
And a lot of people just, oh my God, this is me getting bit. Oh my God, dangerous animal. Oh my God, this and that. But none of these motherfuckers are good at storytelling, and that's what matters. Whether they know they're telling a story or not, you're telling a story regardless.
Okay.
If somebody's watching you, you're telling a story. That's what people are attracted to. This is the most endangered, this is the most dangerous animal I'm holding here. It's a king cobra or whatever. That is the story. That's why that works. They've only figured one way of storytelling, but nobody can figure out any other way of storytelling because they fucking suck dick.
Okay.
They got diddled.
Jesus.
They got fucking diddled. Okay? So I feel like if you understand storytelling, you can pull out so much other content that other people are not pulling out, and you can use that content without having to sacrifice the animal's fucking health or their well-being or the way you care for those animals. So,
okay. I think sometimes it's difficult with animals because obviously you don't want to abuse the animal, you don't want to exploit the animal. So the only ways you can really do it is either, I guess, cool factor or information. If you're there to learn more about the reptiles or animals specifically, you just look at it. You're there for the information. Or if you're trying to not show off, but like display the animal, show what you're doing, and make it like an entertaining type of thing, then
you can do that easy. Can I tell you something about most reptile people, especially those that are up there, that is garbage about them?
What?
They can't train for shit.
They can't train?
Yep.
Okay.
You can train a reptile to do shit. Yeah, there's other people that do not make one video and can train to do so many things. Like that right there is a factor that is very new.
Yeah.
but it's very like Chris Gillette, for example, pulls that off over and over again. That's his cool factor. He doesn't force the animal to do anything. He just trains them every single time. And that's his cool factor. Because everybody else is like, this animal's dangerous. Whoa. He literally goes, Casper here. And the animal walks. Right? Yeah. If you can pull shit like that off, but that only comes from people that are knowledgeable. They know what the fuck they're doing and experienced. These people are not. Yeah. Most of these people are not.
But it takes time, too. Like, Chris Gillette is not going to make more than the person who's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, clay sewer. You know, who's it rhymes with clay sewer. Yeah. So, you know,
like, that is a different scenario.
Because people,
that's a different
other
scenario.
people don't see that Casper here is a cool. They're like,
that's a different scenario.
Nice.
That's
they see it different than.
Whoa. That's a whole different scenario. Why? Because of the way he came up is different. He already came from something. Like
from that.
Yeah. That's no. He was something before that. Before those videos. Yeah. So like it's his story is very. You can compare those two. You compare most people, but him, because I know some of his shit, is very different. With Chris Gillette, you could put any other person, actually, I think. Like him and Kenan. Kenan doesn't do a lot of training, but he still get across like some cool videos that are not part of like, oh my God, look at me being big. It's very informational, but it's another way of pulling shit off. And it's not about how much more money you make, because Chris Gillette, his main income is not only social media.
Right.
He does presentations for entire universities. He does conservation shit. He catches shit, surveys, like shark diving. Like, you can't compare that shit.
But that's not the goal. Yeah. Well, then Chris Gillette's channel is not going to be comparable to the other channels.
To most other ones, it is. To Jay, it isn't.
Well, no, it depends. I think it depends.
No, to most people, it is, because Jay's upbringing is very different, like outside of animals. He already did it. Yeah, he's bro. If I write a book and that book sells everywhere, and then I get into reptiles, I already have a number.
No, right.
With you're saying with the biking,
with BMX and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. That's different. That's way different. You're going to pull it off because of who you are. If right now Kylie Jenner starts getting reptiles, she's gonna pull it off because of who she is.
Right.
So you can't compare those two people, because they can't pull it off because of who they are.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about people that start from zero, which is most people, and you want to make an example out of that, then Chris Gillette comes in.
So if you're starting at zero right now, or if you got a couple hundred followers,
like you're just not it.
Yeah. So what is the where do you start? What is a positive way to reach and grow?
Learn storytelling.
Okay.
Learn those patterns.
Okay.
And which I wasn't gonna do, but I'm gonna fucking do it. Learn the patterns of storytelling.
Okay.
Learn the algorithm.
Okay.
And then keep your morals. Don't fucking lose them.
Okay.
Like whatever the fuck you believe in, keep on to that and figure out ways. That's harder. You can put your morals aside and do whatever the fuck you want to an animal. That's easy. Yeah. That's cake. Because you know you're going to get those numbers. You're going to get paid, and that feeling goes away. Yeah. Keeping your morals and doing things around them is way harder. But if you pull it off, you're going to pull something that nobody else is doing.
But if you pull it off, how do you pull it off?
Storytelling.
Well, so I'm telling you
that's everything. Is the secret.
Yes.
I know that when you started doing your stuff, I mean, it's been a couple years, and this year you really, really, really blew up. So when you started, Chuck, how did you get to where you were before you blew up?
Collabs.
Okay.
That's everything. Collabs.
So the majority of that was just out of I can't even speak. Collaborate. There we go.
Yeah. So there's this guy, Albert. Whenever he came from Cali, we used to DM each other, and like we went out to a place to see lemurs and Gatorland and other places. No bullshit. He was coming. We were gonna do that, and what I pulled off was going on Instagram. I only had like 1,000 followers, and I said, "Yo, we're going to Gatorland. Whoever wants to pull up, pull up." And people pulled up.
Okay.
We have like a little group of like 15 people. And then we did that, and then we became really close within that group.
Okay.
And then from there, I started volunteering somewhere to take care of lemurs because of that scenario, that moment. I was working there as well. Then from there, Brian came to visit Gatorland, and I commented on one of his shit, and he said, pull up. And I pulled up, and I met him. And then I did a video there with him. Then I knew Miguel from Always Evolving Python. Same thing. He came down. I drove all the way to Daytona to meet him.
Yeah.
Like I made sure, and I wasn't like fangirl about it. I made sure people knew my name before they even saw me.
Okay.
So like when I went there with Brian, people looked at me like, who the fuck is this guy and why is his face everywhere?
Yeah.
Right? Before I met Brian, he saw my stuff through other people's shit. When I met Miguel, it was different because he had like 800 followers and shit, and I wasn't shit, he wasn't shit, so it was easy to connect.
Yeah.
Then from there, who else is involved in this whole? I made a whole group in Orlando, like keeping ball pythons and shit. So everybody knew that crew. Whenever we went to a show, everybody knew who the fuck we were.
Yeah.
Then from there, like collabs is very, very fucking important, especially within the same niche and outside of it. Then after that, I had the reptile community here, local. Like there's not much here.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to expand out. And then once I expanded out, I expanded to photography, modeling, and videography pretty much.
Yeah.
And then I got into that world. To this day, I'm just the reptile guy. Nobody else exists.
Okay.
They don't know of this world. Over here, everybody does it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much nobody. And to that world, I'm the only one.
Yeah.
Like I'm the only one they know of, pretty much. So I expanded out to that. And then right now, I didn't think about this until recently. I was hanging out with one of my friends, and then my mom goes, "Is that the one you do YouTube with?" And I go, "No, that's not who I do YouTube with. That's who I do the Instagram stuff every now and then." Oh, then is that one of the people that you do podcasts with? And I'm like, no, that's not. I'm doing collabs to this day, and I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm still doing so many things with so many people.
Yeah.
And I don't
think
process
about
it. It's just too normal now. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's one of the biggest things to pull off is collaborations. But after collabing, people are gonna watch your shit, and they have to determine whether they like you or not. That's where storytelling comes in. Storytelling is the most important thing because once they come to your shit, how do you keep them in?
Yeah.
Your story has to be good, and the order has to be perfect. So that's where, for example, Brian Barczyk is an exact copy of Mr. Beast.
Recently, yes.
So yes,
No, they always have been.
no,
so dumb.
which is
The same person.
which is kind of okay and not at the same time. So Mr. Beast has said certain times like, do not copy to the T because now you become that person. But I can tell. So thumbnail says the story he's about to tell. Title, that's what Brian Barczyk does. And if you listen to the intro tells you the exact fucking story that you're about to watch. Actually, let me choose another one. Because I know there's some that they start exactly the same.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
see.
like within the first couple seconds of a video, and now we're moving from right now with what Chuck's about to talk about. We're moving from Instagram to YouTube storytelling. So that's what we're gonna just topic wise. That's what we're gonna get into right now. You got it pulled up there.
Yeah. So this is Mr. Beast, how he starts his videos.
I light a giant circle in the middle of nowhere. And this is a random subscriber. And if he stays in this circle for 100 days, I'll give him $500,000.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at the energy he's putting out. Now look at Brian.
Yeah.
And tell me that on sound pretty much.
You know who else I noticed talks like
This is a $5,000 snake, and I'm actually going to put this in Helen's cage and lock it in here. And I'm going to be hiding keys all over the reptarium. Whoever finds the keys gets to keep the $5,000.
exact copy of
Yeah.
Mr. Beast to
Yeah.
the T, which is like he didn't like not shitting on him,
No,
but he
it's not
didn't
out of bad intent.
No, he didn't master storytelling. He redid the template of somebody else to the
Gotcha.
T.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing about real quick, just to defend. I'm gonna defend Brian. Right?
No, I mean
know
it's
you're
not a bad
saying
thing. No, it's
anything.
not a bad thing. It's
But
just
it-
don't do that because then we're gonna have a whole bunch of Mr. Beast and Brian Barczyk.
Yeah.
You're not coming up.
Yeah,
you're
but-
just another clone.
He's becoming that for the reptile community, which is good. But also, like the good thing about Brian is how he pivoted from what he was doing before, seeing what works, getting into that, and then once it's like what I told Tino sometimes. I'm like when I was writing a lot of music, right? If I had writer's block, complete writer's block, I didn't know what to do. I used to get a popular song, rewrite it, restructure it, redo the song, and then doing that a couple times got my juices flowing.
Exactly.
And then I'm writing
but
music
you
again.
can get stuck being a
Yes, a
mimic.
copy, yeah.
And then once that changes, if the way storytelling there changes, you get stuck behind. And then you create all these clones of Mr. Beast that are going to try and do the same thing. And those people, like, this is, like, what I'm saying is not for Brian, it's for the people.
Copying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The people trying to copy us, like, don't copy, make it your own.
Got you.
So it's like, because if you copy, you're becoming a clone of this. You're not standing out.
Yeah.
You're not standing out at all.
Yeah,
you have
but
to stand
it's
out.
like you could do the thing, but figure out a way to make it unique in your own right. You get me? Like, if you can see the formula, how can you imitate the formula in that makes you unique? Is the thing.
Like where I want to head with things is to dumb shit down. That's my way of storytelling.
Okay.
Is dumbing shit the fuck down.
So how do you storytell in a space like Instagram where you got 15, 30 seconds to really grab somebody's attention?
Easy.
What's the strategy?
You go in from the get-go. There's no intro. There's nothing. You just go in the what the reel is about or whatever your post is about. That happens there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to watch an entire thing to get there. Once they see the cool shit, everything else, they're hooked. It's like, bro, you can pass a movie or something or a reel. You just pass by it.
Yeah.
Something catches your attention, you're stuck for hours.
Yeah.
You have to cause that.
Yeah.
You have to learn to do that. Watch what other people are doing. Now, you don't have to do exactly what other people are fucking doing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this person got bit. That's what got views. Then me get bit. And then the other person gets bit. The other person gets bit. The other
Everybody's
person...
getting bit.
Yeah, it's just like, you're fucking lame. You're just copying other people. Oh, shit.
Next time I get bit, I'm going to post that.
I mean...
Yeah.
Like, I'm not against posting if you get bit, but if you're doing it on purpose now, it's like, you're a fake. You're a fake.
Yeah, you're just
and you might feel cool with those numbers, but if you get across in person with the people that think you're shit, you're going to feel entitled. They're going to bring that shit back down to you.
Not that I'm trying to stroke your dick or anything like that, but here you go. No, but I think the thing that you do, like, I like the way that you do it. The way that you do it is, like, for example, like, you'll post like a reel with either animals that you own that you're known for, or you're posting like a really cool animal in general, like you got some crocs, you got some whatever. In the description, in the caption area, it's like information about the animal. You know, so the person's looking at it, if they're interested enough, they're either going to just follow you and whatever, or they're going to follow you, read the thing, and then you have your hashtags, which we can get into some hashtag strategy, and then your comment section. And your comment section is always good because you respond to everybody, and then your engagement is great. Yep. You know, so, and not only that, but then people are getting to your page, and then they have all of that cool content to keep on going through and going through and going through and going through.
Yeah, and that's on purpose too. Yeah. Like right now, since I'm shadow banned, they shadow ban my reels. Yeah. Because that's what makes me money. But if I do the photos, they still makes numbers. Oh. So now I'm posting more photos so that the reels keep getting those numbers, because now people are visiting the profile itself. So even though I shadow ban, I have ways out. Another way out is the collabs. Okay. They can't stop me from collabing.
Yo, Tino's gone.
Yeah. I think the way social media works for me is that it's very different. And not to
Go ahead. It's how you feel.
Okay. Social media is for stupid people. It's social media is designed to have your attention for as long as possible. Yeah. And we're intelligent beings. You know, that's very difficult sometimes to have people's attentions for so long. But that's what social media is designed for. That's what social media is designed for. It's designed to keep you there.
I feel like it's
so
easy.
you can do it.
Easy.
If it's easy, it's because people are stupid.
Well, you're included, because it's human nature. It's human nature to catch.
Dude, I'm invincible.
This boy, I hate this boy, bro.
I'm completely resilient.
I fucking hate him. Dude.
Look, when I think about
it is structured to capture anybody because it is human nature.
The stuff on social media that gets the most views are bites, are whoa crazy, are exasperated, exaggerated phenomena. It's crazy, stupid things that scratches the monkey brain in people's heads. You know. That's the point. That's what gets the views.
Yeah, but now you're just pointing out one specific thing.
It doesn't work the same way.
Social media does. The reason why that doesn't work on you is because you know too much of it. Social media can grab your attention with other things.
You're targeting people that are not privy to this information.
I mean, yeah, but social media is not made for reptile people. It's made for people in general.
Well, it's made for me, which is only reptiles.
Oh yeah, Instagram thought of Tino before making it.
No, right. But like, let's say Clint's Reptiles, right? Let's say all of a sudden Clint's Reptiles stops.
Clint's Reptiles.
Gosh,
I couldn't find it until this day, dude.
Relax, dude.
Oh, so
he doesn't know what that word is. Anyway,
I'll tell him where it's at.
Yeah. So if all of a sudden he started doing, I don't know, interior decorating, he would lose every single one of his followers, me included. You know, because it's like, why?
Yeah.
I follow you so that you can give me the content that I want. I don't follow you because I like you.
Who is this guy demanding shit?
No, I'm serious, dude.
I followed you. Give me what I need.
Yeah. I don't follow you because I like you. I don't follow you because you're a cool guy that I want to be friends with. I follow you because you give me the shit that I would need.
Disagree.
It's because you have a small monkey brain.
I can sell my personality more than the animals.
This is the thing.
Not to me. All right. That's the thing. That's why I'm spacing out, because I'm like, to me, this shit doesn't mean anything. Because Brian Barczyk or Mr. Beast or any other Clint's Reptiles could put as much sensational shit that they want. Try the monkey brain scratches for me. It's not going to work. Because I'm here for the information. When Clint started doing recent videos about taxonomy and the scientific nomenclature,
above it, but he isn't.
I am.
He isn't.
You're the minority.
Within the title, within the title of bites and all that shit.
Okay,
but they're like what Instagram is for. It gets you somehow. Even if it's something you do like, it gets you.
That's the point that he's trying to make. He's not telling you right now that you have to do these things to get your attention.
No, right.
What he's saying is that there is a thing that gets done to get your attention, and for you, it's the information.
It might be something, but it still gets you like a monkey brain.
But I'm saying most people is just the sensational. Like, everybody has in the reptiles.
Well, when it comes
to
animals,
why they get the most
when it
views.
comes to animals, for you it isn't. But when it comes to other shit, it might be like somebody jumping off a cliff or something. It could be anything. That still counts as it. It's just not an animal involved.
I think say something that's not purely physical. Say something that's actually like you can like educational from it. Because jumping off a cliff is not something like how are you going to teach someone? Like you can teach someone how to jump off a cliff, but what do you have after that?
It could be but it could be like let's say you're scrolling down and then the background just looks fucking great.
Sure.
And this motherfucker's about to jump off. That's gonna hook you. It's like, all right, let's see real quick. Not like, oh my god, this guy's awesome, but more like, oh shit, let's see what happens. Those things happen. That's the monkey brain.
Yeah.
And you're right with the monkey brain shit. But but
that's not enough for me
human
for a
nature.
follow.
It's human nature.
Actually, I had this conversation with both you and I think I asked you before. I don't know if I remember, but
I'm
I was. All right, you don't have to lie to everybody.
I'm not interested, dude.
No, what is it? It was something like okay. I think I got it. As a content creator, is it your job to get people to want to follow you and anything that you do, no matter what it is that you post, right? Or is it your job as a content creator to give the people the content that they want so they stay?
The first one.
You think the first one?
Yeah, just because your own morals could die with the second one.
I see.
Like
I see.
Right now, like my top views on Reels, for example, one of them is catching an iguana. Right?
Yeah.
People would love to see that shit again, and I haven't done it. Why? Because it's not my fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it because people want to fucking see it.
Right.
That's not my fucking thing. I do it every now and then, but that's not my fucking thing.
Yeah.
So I don't keep posting the day geckos every month or so.
But
I get the
that's way easier. I'm not doing shit to the animal. Like it's just whatever.
Let me see. I wanna shout this girl out because she does phenomenal art. She's an artist basically. And
shoot your shot,
bro.
No.
Tino's number is 407.
Listen.
69, 420.
I can't find it. I wish I could shout her out.
Wow, dude.
I wish I could shout her out.
Why are you sweating, dude?
She did.
Touch his hands.
She does some.
It might be too slimy.
Oh my god. She does some digital art.
Itching and shit. Jeebus.
She does digital art, and then all of a sudden she did one picture of an isopod. Right? And I know, I like isopods. Shut the fuck up. That's my thing, all right? Listen, just
he saw the
get
isopod,
past
he was
it
like,
for 5 seconds. Get past isopods for 5 seconds. She started doing the isopod art, right? And she did it for a couple posts, like maybe 20 of them, right? And I followed her for that reason. Yeah,
20 posts.
I mean, she got a lot of likes for it. That's what gave her a lot of stuff. So I follow her. I'm like, oh, I really like this isopod art. I'm going to follow you. I like what you do. All of a sudden, she's like, oh, this is the last of the series. I don't necessarily want to post it anymore. And I'm like, oh, she doesn't want to do it anymore. And I'm like, and that's what got the juices flowing. I'm like, initially, I was like, no, I follow you because you post the isopod pictures. That's the reason I'm on your page,
bro.
You're a fucking Nazi,
No, but
dude.
think about it.
Nazi
It's like I said, if all of a sudden you started doing video reels on interior decorating, you're going to lose followers?
Probably.
100%.
And then I'll gain new ones from that field.
Right.
I'll tell you what.
Right.
Where my following is all over the place, and that's what I like about it. Because of that. Because I did modeling. I did all this other shit, photography.
It's interesting that you would say the first one. They're like, no, they should follow me because of me.
Yeah.
Because of who I am and what I'm doing. Not necessarily, because of the content that you're giving.
Yeah.
Which is different for me. I need the content. I don't give a shit who the fuck you are. I could give 2 fucks who you are and what you do with your life.
But
I want the content.
I just feel like
I'm there for what I like.
I understand why you're saying that, but as a content creator, if you think that way, you might go against your own morals.
Right. Especially if you got famous doing something terrible.
Yeah,
that girl who does the art, she doesn't want to do ice about art the rest of her life, for money.
Exactly.
I get
like
it. I get it.
People that fall onto that, and I could put multiple people.
But then I follow
for
other
example,
people.
was that one guy? Fuck. That was with
I don't know,
Chicken and like he used to do the top 5 animal facts and shit, all that shit.
Oh,
Wickens? Adam Wickens.
I don't fucking know.
Is he bald?
He's like
No, he's younger.
Clint.
No, younger.
Clit.
Yeah, younger. He was a bartender like years ago. Point is, he used to do those videos, and that's all he did. Now he tries to do anything else. Nobody listens to him.
Yeah.
He's pretty much dead.
They're there for what he does.
Exactly, but he fed onto it.
It's not go herping.
Listen, if this is what you want to see, and I just keep feeding you that, then I'm stuck. I'm getting myself stuck.
Right.
If I'm all over the place, people that follow me know I'm all over the fucking place.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I was really stagnant before I started like posting different reptiles, right? So when I was just like ball pythons and blue tongues that I was posting, I was very stagnant.
Without me as a follower.
Yeah, literally. Then you guys both got, lit a fire in my ass. I started posting a bunch of different kinds of content until I figured out a little bit of a flow. Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't a lot of ball python stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I started noticing that a lot of the ball python people started unfollowing me.
But then you started getting new people.
But I was getting new people and in abundance, so it almost didn't matter.
Yeah. Right. Yep. And that's how I am. I just post whatever. If you don't like it, hey, it is what it is. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Yeah. Mm. Get the fuck out of here. Like, sometimes I post crocodiles. Sometimes I post the lemurs. Sometimes I'm traveling. Went to Mexico, posted that. Sometimes the whale shark. Like, you never know what the fuck I'm posting anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, for people that are trying to grow their like reptile related Instagram, if it's business related, don't look at somebody that has like a higher follower count than you and just assume that they are better than you or that they are doing better, because something that, I mean, I don't have a lot of followers. I'm at like right now just above 1,800, right? And I remember when I used to see people with that much following and I was like, man, they must be doing this, they must be doing that. And now I'm here and I'm like, I'm not even doing that shit, bro. Yeah. So like whenever now I could look at people's numbers and I like think less of it because I'm like, I don't give a shit, you know?
Yeah, it's just, and a lot of those people, like if they get stuck, bro, like they can't get out of that. Yeah. Like people that get bit over and over again, why do they keep doing it? Because that's their thing. That's what people watch. And
like a feather, finding abused dead animals.
Exactly. And he's stuck.
He's stuck in that, and now it's affecting his morals because now he has to find or plant animals.
Exactly.
So how would you just? Okay, so let's say. How do you do a story on Instagram, right? Like, how do you tell a story on a short form content where it's like, is it a story you're saying
within?
What
are you putting on the video? Give me an example.
Well, I'm not so much saying the specific video, but like, when you say a story, is it per video? Or are you saying a story like this is my story and you see
video.
Per video.
Per video. So for example, what are you doing? Give me an example. Give me an animal.
I'm going to be super basic. Let's say this is my turtle. I'm cleaning my turtle today.
Boom. Give emotion to the turtle.
Uh-huh.
So if you're cleaning it,
get
some close-ups of the turtle. Add some emotion as you tell the story. If it's your voice, add some fucking emotion.
Okay.
Eating a berry or some shit.
Yeah.
Give it a name. You tell the story of the turtle, right? You're cleaning it. You bring the close-up of the turtle. This is Adolf. Right, because of the mustache.
Okay.
It eats a berry. Boom. It's like, aw, you already got him. That's the hook.
Yeah.
That's the hook. And today we're gonna clean into enclosure. Now, most people, you know what would he do after that? What would the video itself? Where would he take you?
Like if I was filming the video, you're asking me. So, I guess to start showing like in a quick like time lapse, like me taking the stuff out, cleaning it, and then
failed.
Okay. What would you do?
The animal's still there. That is the hook. You can still use it. For example, stupid example, but let's say, right, you get to cleaning. All right, so I'm gonna clean the enclosure. Camera cuts back to the turtle. Somehow it has a voice. You give it a stupid voice. Hey, motherfucker, stop cleaning my shit. And then you look around like it has to be clean. You can pick up a piece of poop, give it a voice to the piece of poop, like act it like that is. I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I can't get myself to do it. But like. You're adding like a storyline now that is semi-funny, but at the same time you're doing something good and the animal's not affected.
Okay, now you have a story. Mm-hmm. You got your reel. I mean, I guess that's the example that we're using. Now, what's the next step? What are we putting in our description? What are we doing for hashtags?
So the story is what hooks. The description, it's pretty much like a second story, a call to action.
Okay.
And it's a second hook. So after they watch the video, they're like, ha 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 ha, let's check the comment section.
Okay.
Right? And then they're going to, if you have something in the description, they're going to see. So usually what you do with the first sentence on the description is call to action.
Okay.
You can do it directly or indirectly. So you can ask a question.
Which opens a conversation.
And people answer. If you notice, a lot of the times where I post an animal and I'm like, oh, give it a name.
Uh-huh.
People are commenting.
Gotcha.
Random names that they just thought. They just see, give it a name. They look at the crocodile. It looks like Pepe. And they just put Pepe on the fucking comment section. That's engagement for me. So that first sentence has to be something that causes people to engage with it. For this motherfucker, he likes isopods. You know how I could trick this motherfucker?
How?
Just lift a piece of cork and have a bunch of isopods underneath? That's enough for me.
No, I got you. I got you even better. This is wrong. I wouldn't do this. I'm just trying to be funny right now, but I know it would work. I'll get the isopod and name it the wrong species.
That would make me mad. I go to the comment section.
There you go.
I would.
There you go. There you go. He wouldn't know it, but I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
So things
but
like
then
that.
I'm outing myself because I'm correcting an isopod like nomenclature. Like I'm the nerd. I'm the dumbass.
Which is fine. Fine. But it's like
the point is that he got you to scratch your little monkey brain.
I think of things like that. Not that way. I'm not like let me do something wrong, but I'm like, what do people like to talk about? That's something I don't know. Like recently on my stories, I posted the other day, ask me a question, and I counted how many people were asking me questions. I didn't even answer one because I was just making a study, and then I asked, "What's your favorite animal?" Which one had the most answers?
What's your favorite animal?
People like to talk about themselves a lot more. Like, nobody gives a fuck about me.
Yeah.
It's just like he said earlier.
Yeah.
But if I get you to tell me about yourself, you care about me because I listen.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think
Which
that's...
he didn't listen. He didn't post my animal.
I did a whole bunch with him. Motherfucker, there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
But, like, shit like that. If you're going to put something on that sentence, it has to be something that is not about you. It's not about exactly what you're doing. Something that causes people to want to comment, because that's the next thing you want. Like, they already watched it. You got that number.
Yeah.
They probably liked it. You need that comment. So if you're cleaning a turtle, let's say I didn't give a name to the poop.
Okay.
And I just give a voice to the poop.
Uh-huh.
What would you name the poop?
Okay.
You guys want to
So now we got our description. We're trying to get the engagement, which I think is very important. And, you know, you almost got to put yourself out there because I feel like I don't have anything to offer you. So I start shitting on myself. And I half-ass a description when I could have done something to try to get more engagement, right? So let's say we got the story, we got the engagement. How are we getting the reach? Are we like, what is like a solid hashtag strategy?
So before that,
okay,
like what I always do, usually if you see it, it's a sentence. That's the call to action usually. If I have nothing in mind, I don't. Like I just don't try to fucking hard sometimes.
Okay.
If I got nothing, I just a whole bunch of facts. If not, the sentence is the call to action. Right after is the facts for people like this motherfucker.
Okay.
So over here, I have the people that just care about what the fuck's happening in the video. Over here, I have the people that want to know the facts. So I am feeding both two groups of people right here. So this is for people that are like reptile related, but my following has a lot of people that are not. That's this right here.
Okay.
Especially because I dumb it down a lot. Like, oh, how did he train this? Boom, it's right here. This person's interested in that. Then after that, of course, the reach would be the hashtags. I break this own rule, but the rule is supposed to be 5 hashtags.
Okay.
No more than that. For reels, photos, I don't even give a fuck anymore. But on reels, it's supposed to be 5 hashtags, and you have to think about where your page falls in comparison to everybody else. If you have a smaller following, your hashtag number, like whatever, like how many posts people are using it, you have to go a little bit lower so that you can compete with all those other people. If you have a smaller following and you put reptiles, you're competing with me.
Understood.
And people to that level. You're not coming up. It's not that easy. You have to compete with people that are more, like with hashtags that are on the lower side that people are using less, and slowly but surely you come up within those groups. For me, I don't even care anymore that much, but reptiles and reptile are 2 hashtags that I always use, even though they're still kind of too big for me. They're too big for anybody, honestly. But I still use them because every now and then I do hit them. Yeah. And I come up. But once you do that, those are, I call those like tunnels. You don't have to describe the video with the hashtags. It could just be related. Okay. So I could put let's say there's a crocodile. Sometimes you see the hashtag gecko. Why? A person that likes a gecko might like a crocodile too, if not even better.
I hate that shit.
You don't understand what hashtags are for.
No, I follow this hashtag for fucking geckos. I want to see a fucking croc.
No, that's not
That's
how it
why
works.
I follow the hashtag.
Well, that's not what hashtags were made for.
Look.
Hashtags
Eric
are a
can
tunnel.
tell you how I treat social media. Okay.
Yeah, but
Hashtags-
you have to also understand that what you're about to say, you're in the minority.
I am in the minority. I'm
you
better
are like
than,
135
I'm better
years
than
old.
Everyone,
like
guys.
you just,
So-
you're older than Crutchfield right now, dude. You're falling
you could-
apart.
You could ask Eric. I treat
You're gonna have a
Instagram-
young wife too.
I treat Instagram like I'm speedrunning a game. Okay, I will literally just scroll and like every single fucking post if it's remotely what I like. It does. That's what I do with it. I'm different. I'm not what. I don't fall
That's
into
what the kids are calling it
Insta
nowadays.
Different.
I don't fall into the
Different.
Insta strats. I just don't. I'm not one of you.
All right. So we got our hashtags. Now,
Which are a tunnel
yeah.
to other people.
Okay.
A tunnel to me going to your comment section and be like, oh, I didn't know what kind of species of gecko is this.
It's happened, and guess what? It does nothing.
You're right.
It
I
does
just give them
nothing.
more views.
You give
Yeah,
them more
that's why I
engagement.
don't.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your service, bitch.
Yeah.
I did see the gecko specific one.
That one I do
yeah.
a lot because it does, like, those people see those things and it's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck
But
are
they
they doing?
people that follow the gecko hashtag are like,
The
I like
hashtag-
geckos.
but-
Oh, look, a
but
crocodile.
listen,
I like.
listen,
Maybe I
listen,
like crocodiles.
listen.
I'm not
That's-
like that. I'm
listen.
like, if I like crocodiles, I would have followed the fucking croc hashtag.
Yeah, but listen. Hashtags are not made for that. Reptile people made it that within
Yeah.
this niche. Reptiles, like hashtags outside of this field, are a tunnel.
Yeah.
Which is what they're made for.
Yeah.
It's like if they like this, they might also like this.
Yeah.
And you're telling Instagram that. It's like, for example, this is a reptile, but it's also an animal. I could just put hashtag animal because
Yeah.
they relate. So
Which is why you should always put hashtag OnlyFans on every post you make. All of them. You will get likes. It's guaranteed.
If that's what you want, go ahead.
Guaranteed.
If you,
Or
can't
just
try
hashtag
that.
OF.
I might try that.
can't lose.
I might try that.
And
You
you have
should.
to put, actually, you have to also put
The next
hashtag
one-
OF.
The next one with
Because
you without a
OnlyFans
shirt.
sometimes
Yeah,
get
yeah,
flagged a
yeah.
lot.
What?
Because
The next one with you without a shirt, just put hashtag OF.
That might
Do
be
it.
fire.
Do
it.
That might be fucking fire. dude.
Yeah.
It'll work. It'll work.
Yeah.
Tino about to make me famous.
But anyway, okay. So
People got
now,
it. Where's the link?
are you posting only reels? I mean, you're posting photos too. Should you be posting both? Should you be posting reels? For me, for example, I can post a reel, and obviously I know that it's going to get a lot more people to like it. A lot more people are going to see it. And when I post just like a regular photo, it's just not the same engagement. It's not the same interaction.
What do you
Pushing
What do you
reels anyway.
want?
I want to. The thing is that
I
I
wanna
feel
make
like
money.
I feel like my account is in a like a growth space. Like I want to grow it, which is why I feel like I'm just doing reels.
As I do a reel, I also take photos and I post them.
Okay.
I just care that I posted something
Okay.
the day I
Do
wanted
you ever
to.
care about like the times that you're posting?
I used to.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
And did anything change?
No.
No. Okay.
I've posted at 1 a.m. before, dude.
Well,
And
yeah,
yo, listen, it's not to your advantage to do that. It's not.
Yeah.
Like there are times you should, but my number is high enough to where like I know if it doesn't do it throughout the night, in the morning's good.
Got you. I've noticed that too. So what I usually do is I'll try to post really early.
Mm-hmm.
And
Before
even-
the spike of people posting.
exactly. And then if I ever post in competition with somebody, like in competition with like the mass of people, I usually get picked up again at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when people are back on and people
Yeah,
are
because
relaxing.
like you post isopod, you post an isopod, I post an isopod. This motherfucker gets more likes than that. But that person that liked his post, Instagram goes, this motherfucker likes isopods.
Let me show him Chuck's post.
Boom, shows mine. Oh, that's soup. Boom, shows 3. That's how
Yeah.
yours comes up after that.
No,
Gotcha.
and that's why I hate Instagram sometimes, because I will like one fucking look. I love whale sharks; they're like my favorite animal.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I follow Instagram for reptiles. I like one picture of a fucking whale shark. Instagram is like, here's every fucking picture that we have on this website of fucking whale sharks,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
You're just a hater,
man,
dude.
fuck, dude,
So
I don't
now-
want to see every picture of a whale shark.
As we close the social media stuff, so we got the routine down, right? So now the bulk of it, the meat of it is the story. You got to continue to
That's
get
the most
attention.
important thing.
You got to have a
And
hook.
everything is a story.
Yeah, you got to have the hook.
Everything is a story.
Okay.
No matter what, if somebody's watching, they're watching that shit like it's a story.
Even if
actually
it's a cute photo, even if it's cute reel, like
They
I'm
might
getting
need no words.
I'm getting a lot of views right now on a reel where Danica or Delta's Exotics is holding a white throat monitor and going like this, just petting, or a black throat, or whatever the fuck it was. And it was a white throat? All right, cool. I think I told somebody black throat. I don't we haven't had him in months, dude. That's an old video. I was just like, I'm going to post this, you know? But, okay, so what's the story there? It's just, the story is, this is cute animal.
Bro, you're giving emotion.
Understood. Look at that, guys.
Easy.
Wild.
It's a lizard. It looks scary at first, but this girl is just petting it.
Yeah.
That is the story. There is a girl with a lizard characters. She is petting it, even though he looks scary.
Yeah. So in a sense, you're almost like, don't overcomplicate it, but like think about what it is.
Yeah, like take control of the story, because you can have a story all over the place, and that's what brings people out. Yeah. Like it could be like she's petting it, and then out of nowhere she's just washing her hands. You just took a story and then you went to shit.
Yeah.
You try to tell 2 other stories, or she's petting that one, and out of nowhere she's holding a frog. That story you didn't put an end to that story.
Gotcha.
You're jumping through stories without putting a beginning and end, and then beginning on the other one, which is really hard to do. You should never do that if you don't know how. But that was the story.
Yeah.
That was a story, easy to tell. Like sometimes I notice, like I just put something in my hand and I record it and I post it, and sometimes that's good. I look back and little things like the movement of the animal, I'm like, there it is. Yeah. It shows it's alive and aware, and it's looking at the camera. And once you feel an animal looking at you, it's like, oh, shit.
Interesting.
I actually have a question. What's up? So I hate seeing people's posts.
You hate everything!
Yo, this guy's always hating as a bitch.
I hated all of it. So when I'm scrolling Instagram, right?
I have a question.
I have the answer. I hate it, actually. What's the answer?
Bring a knife.
Fuck.
In the month of December,
yes,
what do you usually do? Are you in a mountain wearing green, hating on Santa Claus?
No.
Maybe?
No.
Are you the Grinch, bitch?
I get it. Yes. Anyway, so I hate. So going on Instagram, like anxious seeing.
You need a little blonde girl.
No.
Hey, yo, dude. This guy's crazy.
I see someone's
right
post
now.
like every. I don't know. Let's say someone posted 3 times the next 3 days. No. Let's say someone posts every day for 3 days. I scroll through Instagram and I see a post by the same person, right? I hate that shit. But is there value to consistency in when you post?
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
Could you post every day? Could you post once a week? Once a month? Should you be consistent?
People think consistency is going at it like crazy. It's not. Consistency is having a schedule.
Is having a schedule.
So, like, if you're going to post once a week, post on the same day.
Yeah,
once
so,
a week.
bro, if you post Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
That's it.
Every single time, the algorithm goes, caught him. Yep. I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
What I know is all over the place. But if you're all over the place, Instagram doesn't know when to have people on you.
Yeah.
So if you do it every day, it works. If you're posting multiple times a day, it works. But if you ever stop, the algorithm's thrown the fuck off.
Yeah.
You can't take time off. But if you do like a day yes, a day no, a day yes, day no, then the algorithm catches on and it's like, okay, this person posted these 3 days. I'm going to send everybody these 3 days. The other 2 days, he could go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you that I used to post once a week. Then I posted 3 times a week. And now I'm posting every weekday. And I've gotten better with every weekday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've gotten a lot more people coming in and better engagement and everything.
What do you hate? The
constant posting.
The extra... Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it.
No. And it's not that, like, I don't hate the schedule part of it. Obviously, I have a schedule, I guess. But
yeah, to have a schedule.
Like, oh, look, this person. Oh, look, this person. Oh, look, this person. Again. And it's not necessarily like the same content all the time. You're different because you're my friend. But it's like,
he came and attacked me,
bro. Look. I follow this guy only because he's my friend. He has cool turtles. I'll give him that. But the ball pythons, I'm like, I can't like.
I literally almost never post ball pythons.
Look at this. This is what I do. I know how the hashtags work. I like one picture of a ball python. All my feed is ball python. That's why it really, if you see a ball python picture that you posted that I liked, it's because it pained me and I debated it. I was like, you know, I liked it and then I turned Instagram off for the day.
I just like them.
I'm like, that's it, done.
A part of it too, like a lot of things that has happened is like sometimes like a leopard gecko or something. I just like it. Sometimes like I don't even think of the animal. I'm like, okay, is the photo good? Sometimes I'm bored and I'm like, let's see, because I got with photography friends and I learned some shit. And I'm like, let's see if these people are doing cool shit with the photo itself. And I like this shit. And they DM me like, oh my God, you like my thing. I follow you for so long. And I'm like, oh shit, cool shit.
Yeah.
And that means more to me.
And I also think that feeding the beast is important with social media. Like I did the experiment during Tinley where I like literally was on the fucking Tinley like location, on the whoever tagged certain people at Tinley, on all the hashtags for the NARBC. Like I literally like liked and commented and tried to interact with people that relate to what I was doing. Like I guess like, you know, maybe it doesn't work the same for you because you're not going to be liking 100 ball python pictures, right? Yeah. But and that like that
Instagram would be like, this fucker likes ball pythons. That's all you're getting for the next 4 years, buddy.
But it like that kind of stuff worked. I got to like have conversation with different people.
The problem with that is you have to keep up with it, with those people.
Yeah.
I mean, not a problem. Like if you're dedicated, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I've done shit like that where like I just go at it with people. Like just comment on everybody's shit, and then I have too many DMs. They're commenting, I don't get back to them, and then they feel like I'm just ignoring them when in fact I have a fucking life outside of social media. So it's like now I'm very like.
What did you say?
Yeah, dude.
Listen, y'all. Last season, you know that Imperial Reptiles was our sponsor. Unfortunately, things have changed. In the positive way, right? All right, so we have something special for you. Instead of the typical, like, oh, yeah, we got Imperial Reptiles here, we're doing better. If you're listening to this, you definitely love reptiles, which is great. What if I told you I can get you decor, enclosures, some of them, supplies, and even some food at a fucking discount, my guy. Discount. ImperialReptiles.com. Head on over there and use the code REPTILESWITH to get a discount on your order today. All right? We're doing our best here, right? So ImperialReptiles.com. Use the code REPTILESWITH for your discount today.
We talked about USARK at the beginning. I'll finish with USARK again.
Okay.
On Facebook, USARK posted an article about... in general, it was basically about how invasive species. There's not enough study.
Fucking stupid.
There's not enough study done on invasive species and the positive effects that it could have on the environment. And for me, there was two very interesting things. One, the article was interesting. Two was that USARK posted it, and I'm like, what is USARK trying to say right now?
Yeah, let's bring more invasive. You don't fuck.
What is USARK trying to say right now? That's kind of weird. Why would they say this?
So stupid.
And
so stupid.
You were there when they had posted, or you had seen the post when they had posted it about Burmese python.
Yeah, it's so
and what was it?
stupid.
What was it? What did they say?
Pretty much Burmese pythons are eating the predators of the acuities, the American crocodile, and it's bringing their numbers up. And it's
like possums and raccoons.
Yeah, and then you're
stuff.
taking like out of your brain the fact that we have Everglades mink, a small ass mammal getting fucked out there for this. Also, the number could also be coming up because there are people that breed these animals and release them back into the wild for conservation, you fucking dumbass.
The American crocodile.
So there are people actually putting work into this, not like you sitting down in a fucking office, you piece of shit. People are out there putting in the work. Not only the Burmese python has an effect, but people putting these animals out there and protecting them has an effect.
Yeah.
You took all that out just to talk about the Burmese, like it's the only thing affecting it. You fucking idiot.
You know, everything that you do, every single thing, depending on your reference, is going to have a positive or negative effect.
Yeah.
Always. The thing is that you can never predict that. So all of a sudden, for me personally, the reason I don't like this article and the reason I don't think that there is benefit to studying positive effects of invasive animals.
I mean,
because
you can't study it. You can't go ahead and study it.
I think that information is dangerous. I think people shouldn't have that information. That's not something we should learn. Because the thing is that when you start thinking
it's America, dog.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
When you start thinking that you can go ahead and do it, people want to do it. They're like, we can predict. Like, let's say, if we release, I don't know, let's say, if we release Asian water monitors into Florida, you know, then that'll increase these numbers. These plants will go up because their predators will go down.
The other ones that die. Yeah.
And people will be like, we should do this then. It seems like a good thing. The positives outweigh the negatives, whatever. And then you start doing shit like that, but you can't predict the outcomes.
Yeah.
You can't release Burmese pythons and say, let's say it's only positive. Let's say it's only positive. You can't say, oh, you knew because of what you did and only the positive effects that happened, you did a good thing.
Yeah.
No. You still did a dumb thing. You did a stupid ass thing.
I feel like
you just lucked out because the outcome was positive.
Thinking about it, the way they probably mean it is the invasives are here to stay and we shouldn't be killing them, which I see them going after that. But at the same time,
USARK.
Yeah.
Not the article.
Yeah, I see them going at, like, going at it that way.
Angle.
Yeah, from that angle. But still, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Like, oh no, these animals they cause a lot of good, this and that, help these plants. Like, no, the environment works in a certain way for a fucking reason.
And the environment adapts. Yeah. The environment is going to adapt to any invasive species.
In adapting, a lot of people, when you say adapt, they think of it as a positive way. Adapting could be killing a whole native fucking species and getting it the fuck out of this world to adapt to a new thing you added.
Look. Like, let's say you take out let's say a middle food, snakes. Let's say in an area you take out snakes, right? You are going to benefit rodent populations because now they have one less predator, but you are going to negatively impact bird populations because they predate on the snakes.
Yeah, and plants and all that shit.
And when the rodent numbers go up, plant and insect numbers go down, you know, and then that affects the herbivores. And, you know, it's a whole chain of reaction. And even if it happens naturally, even if snakes just all of a sudden become extinct in that area for natural reasons, let's say a disease just kills them all off. Let's say a disease does it. A disease kills all the animals. You still have the negative impacts on that environment are huge, but there's also going to be positive. But I think that when studying the positive and thinking that it's something that people can and should do, you are working with something dangerous.
I'm going to say something real quick as a USARK supporter, and I fund them.
Oh my
and I help fund them.
Bro, go fuck yourself, bro.
This is not going to be that.
Fuck your bank account.
Literally. I think that it's important for people that are in my position to still like listen to these things and still see the kind of fuckery, the things that happen. What happened? Are you good?
My mic? Oh, sorry. I'm texting the mic. My bad.
Yeah. Sorry. So back to what I was saying. I think it is still important that, you know, even if you're a USARK supporter, that you listen to these things, because just because you are a USARK supporter doesn't mean you have to support with a blind eye.
Every single thing.
Yeah, and you have to like
you have to have your own
yourself.
fucking mind.
Yeah,
bro.
have your own opinion. Just because everybody says support USARK doesn't mean that you have to give them 100%. Like, you have to give them what you're gonna give, and then be your own person and say, hey, like, I could support what you're trying to do, but like, why are you saying that shit? Like, that's the fuckery. Like, I support you for this, but that's some fuckery.
Yeah, it makes you almost question, like, are you glad there are Myanmar pythons in the emeralds? Is that a thing we should be happy about?
I feel like they want to keep those animals here, and then they are like, their mindset is the invasives are here to stay, so they should stay, and we should still be able to keep anything even if it gets out. I feel like that's their mindset when they push shit like that. And it's like, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking dumbass. Again, we're not fighting just the government. We're fighting the families that are living within these fucking communities. Like,
that complain,
it is their fucking right to not have an iguana in their fucking backyard. It is their fucking right. They live in fucking Florida. It's their fucking right. If they move to South America and that's there, you move there knowing that shit.
Well, I would argue that nowadays people move over here expecting to have iguanas in their yard. But I understand what you're saying.
And I think people are bitching about having natives in their yards.
Since it's not native, you know how annoying it is to get those calls all the fucking time by these people? They don't have to do that.
All the time.
They don't have to do that. With an alligator, you make a call, what is it? An alligator in a pond.
Is it bothering anybody?
Bro,
leave
it's chilling. All right, leave it there, mama. Go to sleep. With an iguana, they can't. So you're making these people work even harder.
But it's giving people jobs.
But I think
no, that's not their job. Their job is not exactly that.
What, animal care? Animal whatever the fuck?
Their job is not to remove invasives from the wild.
That's not their
pest control people?
That is different.
Oh,
that is way different. Pest control is when you get rats and shit in your house.
Yeah, they do invasives, they do whatever.
Exactly. I see a lot of people with pest control trucks with iguanas on them.
Shut your ass.
I swear
they do. No, they do.
Then they eat them.
Well, that too.
So it really depends what it is.
I think for the most part, if you don't know reptiles, you don't understand it, you're gonna bitch about whatever's
in your
yard.
Yes.
There's a black racer, there's a tortoise.
Yeah, but the outcome
you don't give a shit. You're like, I don't like this shit. Get it out of my yard.
But the outcome out of it, like legally and like somebody that works for the state or whatever, is different when it's a fucking black racer than an iguana. Go ahead. Good luck catching an iguana, first of all, by yourself as an ossifer of whatever kind. And then
fish and ossifer.
Yeah, ossifer. And then after that, like, you have to deal with something that is invasive. You have to remove it. It's just a pain in the fucking ass that we shouldn't have as people here.
Yeah.
And like, that's the iguana. Other shit has happened.
Yeah.
Cobras have happened.
Yeah.
Like, other dangerous animals have happened.
People's pets.
And
people's
like,
yeah,
and that shouldn't be a thing, and people don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So guess what? Those groups and those families are gonna vote against.
Of course.
Yep. They care for their fucking families. And you might be like, well, that animal's not going to hurt anyone. Those people don't know that, and they don't have to know that shit. Yeah. They don't have to study ball pythons. They don't have to. That's not their job. That's not their fucking thing.
But they're going to do about everything.
Huh?
They're going to do about everything.
But don't you think it's us, like, almost... I mean, like, I don't want to say responsibility because this is a free fucking country. But don't you think, like, it's important for people like us to, like, educate these people? And, yeah, of course,
you can't force them to want something.
You're right.
You can't. That is not... And you can try and educate, and it's up to them to take it. You can't be like, this animal's not going to hurt you, so I'm just going to have it here, and you have to deal with it. It's not how it works, buddy. Because then, you know what happens after that? You can try all that. They're going to vote against it anyways.
Yep.
You can't control what they do after that.
Kill them.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. Get rid of what, the people?
The people.
Go ahead and try.
They shouldn't have been there anyway.
Go ahead and try.
We're the invasives.
Go to Polk County and try.
We're the
fucking
invasives.
dare you.
We're the invasives. That black racer's not calling FWC saying, hey, get this human out of my land. No.
True stuff.
So stupid.
We're the invasives.
You're just fucking dumb. This guy's just fucking
So we
dumb,
learned today that invasives help the environment. This was the Reptiles with podcast.